Hey there, welcome to Cooking with Violet Vixen. Today I'm going to show you how to make an oriental chicken with basil and honey cashews. I couldn't get the cashews that I wanted, so I'm just using these ones. They're close enough. And also could not find 2 tablespoons McCormick Asian wok spices, so I'm going to use Chinese 5 spice. I think this one's quite a lot stronger, so instead of 2 tablespoons, I'm only going to use 1 tablespoon. I can always adjust it and add more later. So see how we go? We'll be back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're making a marinade. Grab yourself something that you can marinate your stuff in. Never use anything plastic or metal because it can go all yuck. So today I just thought I'd grab my meatloaf slash banana bread style loaf pan because it's ceramic. It was easier. Grab a jug that you can mix everything up in, or sometimes I like to use a jar where I can put all the ingredients in and shake it up. So here's what we need: 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, so 2 of those, quarter of a cup of lime juice, just a little bit short of it, but I didn't want to squeeze another lime up, not worth it. 2 teaspoons of sugar, that's white sugar. Anytime a recipe tells you no different colour, different style of sugar, it's always normal sugar. So 2 teaspoons. Now your Asian wok spices, this is the thing. Couldn't get it, so Chinese 5 spice. I think 2 tablespoons is going to be a little bit too overpowering because I think this one's a bit more concentrated. It smells quite strong, quite nice. So I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon in. Probably prior to serving it, you can have a taste and see whether you think you should put more in it. But I'm happy to just do 1 tablespoon for now. 1 tablespoon of a concentrated spice is quite a lot when you think about it. It doesn't even want to come out. Okay, that's close enough. Right, so sprinkle that in. Give that a good stir up, and then what you want to do is get your chicken thigh fillets, slice them up, put them in here, and we're going to marinate them for 10 minutes. While I'm slicing this up, I'm going to leave the bit of fat on because it will be tastier in the wok. Okay, so give that a whip. Don't mind my little visitor here. He knows I've got chicken. And tip it over the top. We're going to leave this marinate for 10 minutes. Okay, so while that's marinating, get your wok ready. I'm using my electric wok again because I find it great. I can put my lid on it for it to be later. I've got some rice ready to go for tonight's dinner. This does serve 4, so I'm just doing it for 2 nights because there's 2 people that eat in my household. With the basil, you probably saw the nice looking healthy plant that was in the background, so I'm not using a whole bunch of basil. I'm just going to use a few leaves because they're nice and fresh, and I'm hoping this basil plant will last longer than the last one, hopefully. So I've got the nuts ready. They're not the honey roasted cashews, but they're close enough. And then we just need a tablespoon of sesame seeds. So I'm just going to use these ones. And there's not many in there, so I need 2 lots. So we're about 4 minutes to go, and then we're going to be ready to start and cook. Okay, 10 minutes is up. How exciting. Crank your wok up pretty high. You might want to put a little bit of oil in the bottom just so it doesn't stick. I've done my usual trick where I like to spray it. So I'm just going to put a splash of fancy olive oil in today. And once again, being a wok, I always like to have something that isn't going to scratch the surface. So I've got my little wok spatula spoon. Okay, once you hear it starting to sizzle, get ready to put this in. Looking at it, I'm thinking that the 1 tablespoon is going to be enough. Let's just put a piece in and see what it does. Don't forget, turn it on the wall as well. Duh. I'm going to put my marinade in as well, so it will act as a bit of a sauce. You can do this in batches if you like. I might just do it just to show you how it cooks. So, as previously mentioned, I've left a little bit of the fat on just to give it a little bit to help it cook. Thigh fillet is a good option for using chicken with some stir fries because it doesn't dry out like chicken breast can. Obviously, if you're trying to watch what you eat, you take the fat off it, but you want the flavour, so you've got to leave it on. Okay, now that's really nice and hot. Put a bit more in. I'm just going to put it all in because it's a fairly big wok. Put that in as well. Okay. If you have longer, you can probably marinate it for longer as well. Okay, as you can see, we've really got this bubbling out. Smelling really good. I am not going to put any more than the 1 tablespoon of Chinese 5 spice in. So, starting to look like it's cooked, and it's still going to simmer for a bit longer. So, next step is to grab your 1/4 cup of the cashews. It says to garnish it on top, but I'm going to cook them in with it. The bunch of basil, I'm going to use not the whole bunch because I want my plant to stay healthy. So I'm just going to flake that on top. And then our tablespoon of sesame seeds. This one's going to take a while to get out, so I've got to open a new packet. Give it a nice stir in. And finally, we're going to just sprinkle the 1 tablespoon over the top. Fantastic. Alright, so make sure that chicken's cooked through. There's nothing worse than raw chicken. And serve it up on a bed of boiled rice. Or you can do fried rice if you want, or noodles. That's entirely up to you. Enjoy, and thank you for watching Cooking with Violet Vixen. Bye.